Bounce. Gonna be a little bit off the mark.
Up to G9 as well. G9 definitely the hard carry if we look at them from yesterday alone.
That zone shift though, oh, that's brutal.
It is brutal. I did see one member from the Blue Bees get taken out, I believe from Konina Power. These two teams will be right on top of each other. Lufa already down, bleeding on out.
Here we go, the rotation's coming on out. You can just see Konina Power, they're full sending this right now. They realize that Blue Bees is really split up, and with that kind of smoke cover, they're gonna be able to throw in all the kit right there, and Axer with that off angle is gonna be able to catch Divine out. So they're gonna get some nice little loot, while the rest of Blue Bees are gonna have to push away.
Not surprised to see Gonzo in the front.
Aggressive to really passive, and I think that's why we're seeing them struggle a little bit though. But Archer now catching loops coming down from Everest.
Dude, Archer, they're putting in the damage on the RRQ and Runes. Now they're gonna be putting on the damage from loops and Fabian. Man, my goodness, I mean, hitting those shots here today.
That was so crucial. On that angle there, he's gonna catch Federal. And now Archer's just sending it onto loops, and they have the upper hand right now. Now it's just Golden on his lonesome behind that broken wall. It's only a matter of time, and Archer not playing today. Taking loops out.
On that hunt, Bigetron getting pushed by RRQ.
RRQ making their way across the water, and they're going to catch up one member from Bigetron. And with that thirst, they're going to realize, okay, we're dealing with Bigetron here. We have to play this a little carefully. The issue, though, is
Hawk Inlet.
Yeah, I love to see teams, especially at this high level, recognize the situation and just opt to just make those moves. But we see Ziol from Zeus getting a one piece on Aerowolf Limax. Now, these are two teams very, very close to each other on the leaderboard, so you can definitely see why once they get that thirst, they may want to play it a little bit more aggressive. But Zeus, they're getting crossed up though by Digital Athletics as well.
And that's why I think we see them try to make that pull off, because Zeus, they have more to lose in this situation. Sandwiched.
Yeah, and the problem is when you're just trying to maintain, you just play passive and separate because you just do not want to go out early. Ably, though, with a great knock. That's going to help out big time, though. With that intel, though, old boy, he's going to come and bring that nade right onto that tree. It's going to be pretty decent. Yeah, half health for Ably. Ably's going to get the finish on the Tixie. That's going to take away those comms. One good nade, though, and that'll spell the difference. Can he hit it, though? That's the question.
Looking to hit those nade lasers that we've been seeing here. Heard the shots and they decided to go up there to the north, so they're not going to have the opportunity to play spoiler on Navi, as Ably still just trying to stay alive right here.
That blown up vehicle has just been so clutch, and it's so difficult to throw a nade up that hill. It has to land just so perfect. A nice little angle onto Digital Athletics if he's able to spot them, but he doesn't want to peek out right now and get done. And Zeus, they are going to be eliminated in 15.
I mean, they got stuck between DA and Navi. You know, both teams taking shots and throwing grenades, and here comes the push from Navi. They did spot out Silas over there.
This is only circle number 4, and every single time you have these shooting range zones, it is so difficult because there's just so much open terrain. Blue Bees as well going out in 14th. That's a big L for them.
Insurance policy onto Idochan was eventually spotted with that next zone shift. 4 a.m.
zone. So difficult for these squads. You can see Navi having to make the decision. Do we send it or do we gatekeep Digital Athletics? I mean, these are basically free points on the side of Navi with their position here.
So I can see that they want the tasty snack in front of them. Inside, it's going to be easier pickings for them.
And that was a nice pick off himself to be able to hit that with that M4 red dot. And he's just trying to apply that pressure even harder as now Papa
send it. But this is
nice shot.
I mean, yeah, getting into the zone, not going to be taking damage from Papa Blue. And now there's just 2 members left alive for DA.
Yeah, they're not in the zone just yet. They pushed up just a little bit further because they wanted to catch Digital Athletics on their rotation, and it did work, but that trade is going to force them to try to get a reset. That's going to open it up. Since they defensively smoked like that, that is going to take away their vision. So now Digital Athletics, accidentally underhanded it. Oh, that little second is going to be so much more tough. And that second nade, though.
DA, they're pushing for free right now.
Because of those smokes. They just smoke so defensive, you're going to be able to run away. And Razy is going to be caught out. There's only one remaining member, Salim, but going to be able to move a little bit further. Can he catch Navi, though? Out the dossier, gets 1, gets 2.
What?
1 more. And he's going to flush him. Salim,
no way.
Navi throwing that one right there. Digital Athletics, man, this squad has just been showing up in the late field. Bigetron taken out early. That's a huge L right there, and 4 AM are still up.
Futbolist taking some shots onto RRQ. I really feel like the downfall right there from Navi was that defensive smoke sightlines. They blocked the sightlines onto DA, allowing DA to push for free without taking the damage from Papa Blue. But DA Salim, the last one alive, will eventually be spotted, taken down in 9th place.
9th place, got some decent kills though as we go to this replay. And 80 member left, playing it real slow. And now he's on fire! G9, bye-bye, back to the lobby. Never mind, he's gonna live, the dude's insane.
Oh, no.
Call him a firefighter. I mean, that guy can eat it. Just ate that molly.
Yeah, I mean, 2 health will actually be able to get these meds off. So, okay, looking to press the situation, pre-nading right here, pulling the pin, very smart. Loot's right on top of him, right on top.
He's alive. And just look at the composure, just saying so composed there in that player cam. G9 just trying to get a little bit more placement points. And there's some nades coming in from another team.
I mean, they're getting tunnel vision. 4 AM are within grenade range, and they're starting to toss out those grenades and put out some damage on the Futbolist.
Yeah, Axer's able to get a finish right there, so it's gonna be 4 kills for Konina Power. And G9 is still in this smoke, laying down by this buggy, alive, and Futbolists are gonna rotate away. I can't believe it.
It was the pressure applied from 4 AM. G9 popping up, taking out one kid, they get another, taking out
Lay down.
G9, you're crazy.
So close. I mean, that was almost the most clutch thing I have ever seen. But Futbol is able to shut that down. But now they are really beat up. 4 AM are going to just clean up that right there. And wow, what a crazy finish so far. 7 teams down. That is going to be Futbol. I'm sorry, out in 7th. 6 teams remaining. And I'm trying to. This is crazy.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. Bigetron, we did mention they were taken out already.
See how Nova are playing this a little bit more aggressive than a lot of the other squads. And yeah, Abrupt Slayers, they're going to go out in 5th.
Next zone does go to 4 AM. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? So they're going to be right there on the edge. And pretty much the remainder.
Order 6, putting that pressure onto Super Una from Aerowolf Limax. That tree getting in the way. But yeah, the pressure just a little too strong for them. But Spav from that off angle getting shut down really quick by Nova, but they lost 2 members in the process.
Ooh, they're getting punished. They are getting punished hard. And Konina Power looks like they're going to be taking shots on both Nova and 4 Angry Men at the same time.
First game of the day, and it's just an absolute bloodbath. Look at this, all these nades, just crazy fights going on all over the place. They're fully smoked out right now, so they're just playing it as defensive as possible, trying to get placement.
Gonzo pushed up just a little too much right there. Paraboy looking to pop up with the M4 DP combo before Angry Men. They are stomping the ground right here, pulling up. Paraboy taking down Jimmy with the defense. Woo!
So strong, just standing up and getting on aggressive, but now that's third party time for Konina Power. Will they come and do this? Oh, it's only 1 remaining member. 4 Angry Men got all the position. They got the blue zone. This should be all them, and it is 4 Angry Men, baby! Taking the first chicken dinner with an insane amount of kills. Where did he come from? I did not think he was holding that angle, and Solke didn't either, and he got beat up bad because of that. He is gonna get, yeah, he's gonna get finished here. There's no way they're gonna be able to get this res off in time, I don't think. And Digital Athletics in a little bit of a 3-way battle right now between RRQ and Futbolist as well.
Yeah, if I was Futbolist, I wouldn't have pushed on foot up there. DA taking full advantage of that. Senior with the SLR trying to get clean up, trying to get that point over here.
It's a crazy battle. I mean, this is in the dead center of circle as well. So, I mean, you're going to open up yourself to get third-partied if you're not careful.
Javier coming.
Oh, yeah.
Javier coming.
Like you. Look at that. Razy, he's got that. Oh, to catch him a little bit. Nice little snipe there. And that's the finish. So, Razy going to get taken down. So, now Klas Digital Athletics, they're getting punished right now. And you know RRQ wants to take out them because they're in 3rd.
Back to the lobby, son. Back to the lobby. I love to see Navi. They heard the shots, and they're pressing, man. They're pushing. I mean, look at Old Boy all the way up there in the front lines right there. We still got RRQ Ernie popping off on DA. I mean, there's a lot of teams right on top of each other right here.
I can hear that bolt action snipe.
To chickens. It's decided by what team has the most chickens, and if they're tied, it goes down to placement points, and then if that's tied, it goes down to kills. if I'm not mistaken. So they changed it up just a little bit. Silas might have lost 2 members of the squad very early on, but is not being quiet here.
I mean, he's just crushing it. I mean, that's 3 kills for them. Makes some stuff happen. Now Zeus looking at saying, hey, we got to flush out to Archer. We know who this squad is. They're in last place. Let's play a little bit more aggressive. Oh, I thought that was the one. So close. ICY bringing out that M248X, baby. Love to see it. He's definitely popping some heads. This is the time you want to have a bolt action. These kind of peak battles, that's the time to do it. And he's definitely putting on some pressure on A1.
It's also the time to go for a nice casual swim as we see the last remaining member of the solo. Oh!
Sit down.
I see why on the Sinister. Oh, I mean, you're kind of asking for it at that point. I mean,
I got an 8X, son.
8X.
I'm going to show you why, right? Why I got this open up, and there's McHugh down, just like that. And the finish, quick.
That was quick, man. They got the information on a Matic. Matic on the roof is going to be spotted at 1, taking the trade shots. Oh, Lufa trying to pull up with the support. Here comes Ito-chan as well.
Oh, Matic.
Matic, dude, slow down. Taking down 2 from Bluebees there, bleeding on out. Here comes Matic with the follow-up grenade. Oh, no, the vehicle rollover. There's going to be slowing down Matic. And there goes the Tyron. Oh, no, Matic.
Oh, Matic was
lucky.
Driving all those 2.
Revenge.
Oh, nice little return.
Coming in hot. I mean, we saw all 4 members in one car right there. That was the option, the opportunity for Loops to get the blow up, but Team Secret Jin right there able to breach and make their way on into this compound safely. They only lost 1.
Yeah, they did make the player sacrifice, considering that they're so central in this next circle. Oh, nice shots though from Gangzo. Almost caught him.
Yeah, golden. Pika.
Are trying to create that more separation to possibly get 4th, maybe even 3rd place. We'll see if they're going to be able to get it down. Lavason's just pre-nading right now, just trying to buy some time. Here comes Gongzo, though, always on point. Trying to throw those nades.
3v1.
That one, though.
Yeah, 3v1. It's going to be a challenge, but Lavison definitely has the right mindset to try to get the damage with the grenades first before actually taking the fight with your bullets. But Gonzo throwing out some mollies, throwing out some grenades. Lavison on the 2nd story, currently trying to avoid getting burnt alive. Woo! Able to connect on 1, but not get the thirst, and it comes down to the teamwork right there. Oh, Zeus fighting RRQ.
On the bottom right there, and you can just see, oh, Digital Athletics, they're in here as well. And Silas has got that Groza. I think he's just waiting for this one to finish itself out, and then coming in 3rd party. Senior trying to be able to hold down Zeus. Ziol is 1 HP. He catches ICY. That's a big one right there. And now Zeus, if they're going to go for pickups, it could be a 1v1 if Senior decides to go down and catch Ronin. And Silas is just sitting and waiting. Right.
Silas is the last one.
Blows. And that's the finish. The bank is open for the side of Zeus. That was a huge one right there. RRQ done early. Man,
bank
this
is open.
Is
nuts. It is open. What will this sneaky play from Silas pay off? I mean, Bluebees are so close to him. Bluebees with 2 kills so far might have played a role and possibly safe and sound on that west side, and they haven't lost anything from it.
Yeah, nice. And it always works because it's just usually wide open. And there goes Bigetron out in 11. So that kill feed starting to light up here. Loops now realizing that DA and Bigetron are out. You know that they are going to have their door open to try and possibly catch them. It's a big game for them. Paraboy, though, getting a nice nade finish onto A1 eSports. Man, Nova XQF showing up here.
A1, see you later. Loop still on the defense right now, trying to turtle on up as we do hear Lufa pulling the pin on these grenades, trying to long toss those bad boys. 3 kills so far on the Bluebees. Bluebees in the Zima, at least 2 members. Gonzo! Gonzo!
Gonzo
explosion!
Where are you going? Where are you going? And he was able to take them out really well. Konina Power, now that Loops is out, this is their game to shine. As Reggie Ocio's gonna get caught by Axer, so that's another point on the side of Konina Power. Doing a damn good job here on the south side.
Good thing all the blue.
You can see Ronin trying to get the Brock priority right now. He's gonna spot him while he's got a nade in his hand, and he's gonna get the quick finish, the replay. Oh, you can see Gonzo over there at the bottom, but we gotta go back down to this fight. You can see Zeus keeping on the pressure onto Abrupt. Maybe what did you forget about us? And now it's just Joker. Last one for Abrupt Slayers.
Great molly in the smoke right there. Heaven was trying to be incognito, not be spotted. Joker with the Uzi in hand, trying to make sure not to get pressed by Zeus and third party from Nova. I see a Jimmy on a roof over there looking like
you dead. And right now, Gonzo showing up right there. Spawn with just the laser beams onto King. And that's going to let them a little bit more room to breathe as 4 Angry Men are going to get a good dominant position in the zone now.
4 Angry Men, 3 up right here. I mean, this team is just popping off here today. And looking at the stats, like the whole team almost has 3,000 damage. As Joker, the solo member from Abrupt Slayers, tagged and bagged.
Yeah, here comes Nova. XQ have 4 kills. They're a great game, especially considering that Bigetron early. Unnamed. Just shooting it for fun. He's gonna go out to the play zone. Papa Blue making it happen. Blue Bees go out in 5th. And you can just see 4 Angry Men on the eyes of Nova. It's gonna be a big battle coming up.
4 more teams to go on for candy. Zeus out there in the blue, Papa Blue, putting it.
Oh, that great angle.
That was great, and not only that, does have this bowler to work with for cover, so you can just pop out, take the shots, and then pop back on into that cover. And Nova in the dip.
Ably catches order, and now you got Paraboy and Jimmy up. Jimmy's gonna go for the quick res, and Paraboy has to hold this angle. He has to hold this while he's going, and he's gonna pre-fire it some more. Black-White able to just sneak on in, but Sook, he's gonna give that intel off to that squad, and Swan putting more pressure onto Nova. That Molly a little too close. He's gonna force him to back off a little bit, and there goes Black-White out to the play zone.
Great Molly right there from Order to at least stop the push.
Fun!
Not for long!
Order able to get it at that last second with the quick shot. And Nova XQF are gonna take the chicken dinner in match number 2 right over.
G9. Pre-fire there from the UMP. Up the stairwell to try and spot out G9, but he's given them the slip for now. Unfortunately, not for much longer. Easy flushes coming through. Zeus picking, wants to stay safe there. Ronin, I think he can just arc them if he gets it. Pinpoint, there it goes. Able to land the final shot. D2E falls. I don't even think he got the smoke.
Yeah, able to curve the bullets like wanted there. Managing to pick up D2E on the top side down. That's one player from Abrupt Slayers. RRQ going to try and confirm that one. But RRQ were very much in contention for that 3rd spot, but they're certain whether they'll end up in 14th or 15th respectively. That could flip either way, potentially even go higher than that. Sure. But Aerowolf Limax is really the killer here for Team C. Put it down to 2 factors. I put it down to the fact that RRQ is on 2 players, and Zeus was locked in a fight of archers for quite long. These are the 2 teams that have caused so many problems for Na'Vi on their rotates, and now Na'Vi's able to get in.
Looks like 4 Angry Men are being caught between a rock and a hard place. Secret Jin, Konina Power on the, well, pretty much central onto this circle. They've spotted 4 Angry Men out in the open on their ridge line. Already Nox starting to come through. Hasaki is dead, Jin here. Nox far now last standing for 4 Angry Men. They are getting wiped clean by Secret Jin right now. With a suppression from the backside, it's just so difficult to operate for them. Svan going low, has to drop the smokes. Na'Vi challenging Zeus on the western edge, will be able to hold them for now. They got the first knock and should be looking for the flush. Konina Power finally putting some suppression down onto Secret Jin, but 4 Angry Men.
Cover is down for Zeus too. Now Na'Vi's looking to finish up this fight, try and take control of this western edge. See Klas Digital Athletics off in the distance, but they have nowhere near the same kind of high ground that Na'Vi currently controls.
Doesn't matter though, because Zeus's kills are going over to them. They're getting the knocks from Na'Vi, and Zeus are just like, we're open on this hillside, so we can't really do anything. Klas Digital Athletics don't have position in the circle anymore. You've got to head down towards the southeast. Nova XCF already have this one. The circle look is going towards them today. They're very happy with this. A little bit of retro. Silas teammate is going down, and shots from all angles going towards Klas Digital Athletics final representative. That will do the trick, and it will be
from Archers. Oh dear, that is not good for business whatsoever. And again, this is that careless rotate. Open ground here. Svan still alive within the circle. Try and bide his time, but Zuxi rocks right
as well. Looking to try and crest that ridge line. In the buggy, Microboy goes down out in the open. Futbolist looking to take down Microboy. Will be able to get that flush. Luxy sends all the way across behind the ridge line. Try and bobbles it over. We're down a little bit. Loops getting wiped out in that compound on the northeastern side. Konina Power take that position as A1 chime into the fray. There's so many teams on this northern edge.
The ditch is proving so useful for Svan at the moment. Lutz drops around. That's Ryzen to fall to the floor.
We'll get knocked and flushed as well. Zuxi now last standing for Bigetron in their little death.
Yet. Checking in with Na'Vi, not sure where they currently are. They're right on the south side. They're trying to move through. This is really good from them.
Fair enough, you know, they know the south side will be less competed. Futbolist currently clashing with A1, and A1 is another one of those teams that's really running for those top spots. Zeus finally go down. Aerowolf Limax locked in fight with Blue Bees as well, who are two of those squads, again, competing for those last qualification spots. Potato and Aito-chan both down at the moment. Ronalray, Hazelnuts trying to hold it at the top of this ridge line for Aerowolf Limax as Blue Bees only have two, Lufa and Divine. See what they can do. A heal up for Lufa as he doesn't spot the healing player. There he goes, able to get that knock. Looks for Hazelnuts as well and finds it. Lufa, low HP, but gets behind the ridgeline and might just be able to save it. A res coming through from Spalv right now. Over onto Potato, but Divine and Aito-chan resing themselves up as Lufa heals, looks for the flushes as well. Spalv drops the nade, potentially over towards his teammate, waits for it. Nice biding of time there from Lufa, as the reses can come through from Blue Bees as well. But Ronalray sneaks back behind cover.
Yeah, this is a fight that Aerowolf need to win. They need to keep getting those points on board, and if they're going to keep getting those 10 pointers right now in the third map of the day, they need to be able to continue in this
goes Divine. He pushes up with that Scar. Two players behind the building to his right, one behind the player to his left. Potato will not give the game away just yet, but Ronalray super low HP. Lufa and Aito-chan both swing wide. Divine goes down to Spalv, maybe looking for the flush. It's 2 versus 2 now in open combat. Divine getting confirmed. Potato's there, and now it's 1 for Blue Bees. Just Lufa can't make it happen. Aerowolf Limax survive with 3, but they have to move in further. The blue zone will...
Now, their tournament continues. Can still put up those numbers. A1 rotating the vehicle. It's Futbolist, who took so much punishment from them before. Get revenge. Served in them in a party bus.
Goodness me. That's not the party bag you want, is it, Blank?
No, no, no. You don't want to open that one up. And A1 certainly do and get a nasty surprise. Loops holding in the hay bales.
Under pressure from Robdini right now. Nades sending their way. A lucky bounce for Loops as they survive a little. Bolden takes some damage from Robdini as he pushes forwards into the smoke. Gets a knock. Carrillo down in the back lines and Federal's there. Gonzo atop the party bus. Hops back down to ground level. Federal biding his time. I think he's just waiting. Hang on a minute. What was that? Where did the nade come through? It was Federal with the cheeky little death nade to hold him out. And actually, is he going to be able to get this res? Maybe they think he's in a different position because they sprayed all up the smoke.
It's a nice knock there from Federal. Drops it just outside of the hay bales. And now tries to go for the res. Does get it off. And now Konina Power in a tricky position. Right now, they need to get rid of these players on the eastern side. Then they can start to control this game going forward. So Novax UF definitely want to play spoiler here. Nice nade from Gonzo directly on Golden's face.
Robdini still low and scouting out this position. Federal up in the smoke. I still don't think they know where he is, because of course they won't see the names on these knocks. He will pop out of the smoke, but turns tail and runs pretty quickly. Swings outside of the hay bales and changes position a little bit quickly. Under the UAS. No way, this is under the party bus that Gonzo rolled up onto their position. This is rude, Federal. How on earth are you able to sneak around?
He's definitely going to take shots there. Federal. Oh, no bullets. Unfortunate.
Oh dear, just a little too much there to get the initial knock. Wasn't able to get the flush. Loops eliminated. A valiant effort, but will go no further. The circle shifts out west.
In the meantime, Svan has gone down, so that's 4 AM now out of the game. Bigetron looking to get some points in this one. They need to secure their position in second place.
Nice molly.
Molotov goes over the top. Zuxi takes a hit from it. Starts to burn. Just about gets out of the way, but that little tick of damage, that's enough.
Konina Power are riding strong this game, Blank. They're doing some work here. They managed to suppress so many teams moving forwards. 4 angry men were dealt with by them. You had Secret Jin, who had to get away from them to get to...
Hold on to all players, and Black-White puts down Luxie. Drops in the vehicle after he finishes healing and will move down to the circle proper itself. Novax haven't made their way in as of yet. Meku is not, now just remain.
Goodness me, Secret Jin, they're using their position beautifully. I mean, we said that Konina Power have done so well here on Miramar, but the fact is that Secret Jin, they've rotated. Meku does go down to Aerowolf Limax. Now it's just Old Boy for them.
Yeah, Meku was trying to crawl across to Old Boy, but was spotted on his crawl. Order hits the nade onto Ronalray. Over goes the Molotov, and Old Boy just trying to hold strong. Order's walking down towards his position.
Sure, but Konina Power engage. Yeah, their Na'Vi do get eliminated. They will be able to take down Old Boy. If you're Na'Vi, you'll be happy for it. Chuffed to bits. A1, Blue Bees. They're the teams they're competing with, and they're not in this top 5 blank. So it's a couple of
games, they've been doing just that, and they have been performing fantastically because of it.
I mean, Jimmy is knocked now in an opposition. Paraboy actually had to send away, and now they're on a 2-2 split here against Secret Jin's position. All 4 of them alive. Aerowolf Limax, by the way. They've managed to get the points they need. Spalv there could prove disastrous for Secret Jin. Will get the flush and steal the point away, but more crucially, brings it into a 3 versus 4 here.
Now Paraboy as well as Jimmy. Jimmy's dropping out. This is Jimmy things all over again. And Paraboy shooting on the go.
Mounted turret moves across the field. They get there relatively unchallenged. Order will go down though. Kengzo able to find that spot.
Time for Kengzo to crawl down past there, but look at this clearing. NovaXQF, they can hide behind the lip, which is really good for them. Surely he sees 2K there. King needs to hit this.
Manages to get the spray down. First knock goes through. 2 versus 4 as the reses came through for NovaXQF. They've got 4 kills. They're looking for a couple more. GZ over the top. Spray onto Paraboy, onto Order's position as well, but suppressed from the off. King doing work for NovaXQF right now. It's just Kengzo left. 1 versus 4. Man against the world, but he can't quite get it done. Gets the first knock, but no more to be found. NovaXQF wipe the hillside. Secret Jin get eliminated, but they make it all the way to second. A great turn up for NovaXQF.
What is this? We have been waiting, and the star has just ever collapsed on itself, and now we have
the river. They weren't aware of that. So now that they've tried to take it, they're obviously ready for a fight. I don't think that's the wisest. Certainly not in this spot. Zeus, they're engaging. Well, I say Zeus, I mean Ably is engaging with one of the players from Futbolist. A lot of sparse fight, John, so I'm loving it. It's like murder in a campsite. It's bloody intense. Goodness me. Futbolist holding down the bridge. They were under a lot of pressure before, but seem to be doing okay for now. Ably, having gone down, leaves ICY as the sole proprietor of
at the moment. Na'Vi pretty happy with their spot in boot camp. Again, it's the nerves that really come into this game. That's Zeus eliminated. Sol K. Back
starts to pop off. Cosmos on the hillside goes down. Aerowolf Limax picking up the kill, and you can see they're relatively healthy for these early circles. That's 12 first aids, 32 bandages for Kengzo as they try and cross the bridge, but Potato's there, and he'll pick him off. 2K falls on the bridge. Kengzo survives, and that was the majority of their meds, remember? So he makes it through. 3 boosters and 3 painkillers there, and 5 energy drinks.
They had a lot of options for them going forward. There's Carrillo taking shots towards Aerowolf Limax, which will actually give a lot of information through to Na'Vi, who didn't immediately make that push.
Blue Bee is clashing with Bigetron on the hillside. Reiji goes down. Itachan falls. Divine soon to follow. And Bigetron mount a defense. A successful one at that. Lufa, the last standing for Blue Bees. The Molotov burns those 2 players away. Zuxi looking for the flushes, but they've escaped him. The Molotov will be able to get them. Lufa sneaking under the watchful eyes of Bigetron right. Teammate Itachan will inform him of that position. What can he do here right now, Blank? Because if he pops up, he gets shut down. All 4 of Bigetron are alive, and there he goes up, goes for the challenge, tries to Luxy, but not going to be lucky. Lufa can't find those knocks, but the damage over to Luxy may be proving to be difficult, potentially, but even then, they're just going to be able to heal that up, get the meds from the rest of Blue Bees, and just send on their way.
Yeah, BTR with
damage. Paraboy up the hill, lands the shots, lands the spray. Maybe able to get the res here from Tixi. Old Boy as well will need to move along this ridge line. The Matic gone down, doing so much work for Na'Vi. You'd think they'd prioritize getting him back up, but behind that rock there, gonna need to do something else. Hang on a minute. Paraboy got taken down. That was the pressure that they had on Na'Vi's position. That's excellent alleviation. He moves up to control the ground around them, hits the deck on the top of the hill, sits in the blue just a little longer, but the nades from Zuxi over the top to try and find the damage. We'll be able to find one. Hits the deck inside the blue. Microboy got the heal up. D2E even lower now with a nade from Microboy. Beer 11 up in the Hunter's perch. As it is going to be D2E who falls to Archer Gaming from a different angle there. Beer 11 looking to challenge it out. Still out in the
Pasaki takes down Zuxi as well, which is very unfortunate, seeing as he was the player sent forward to try and make his way into the circle to gain some points. Spalv still out in the blue, trying to live this one through for Aerowolf Limax. But it's A1, who moved down from Barn, remember, get a really nice spot within this circle, can start to move forward as all these teams will fight one another. You believe Na'Vi, it is done for them there. Unfortunate stuff, they've been pushing and pushing and pushing from the west side, but it's not enough as the circle moves away from them. RRQ take knocks, as do BTR.
Just Ryzen standing now for Bigetron. Luxy will get flushed out. Hasaki Gonna be able to confirm that one. Ryzen needs to heal, needs to get into the next zone. We'll see what he's able to do there. You can see he's waiting, biding his time. Has to try and figure it out. Haseki, his attention's turned to Beer 11 as RRQ send their final player forwards. Haseki gets knocked. That clumps through from a different angle there. I'm not even sure where that came from. Archer Gaming chiming in to the fray. Loops do get eliminated. Ryzen's still going. RRQ as well as he finally does get taken down. Now Nova, XQF, and 4 Angry Men clash on the hillside. The fight that was fated to be blank, and they're both taking heavy casualties for it. Haseki's down in the circles. Fan now last standing for the squad of 4 Angry Men in the circle. Nova, XQF with just Jimmy just on the outside there. Nades forward, trying to zone it away. Jinher will bleed out here, but he should be able to get Sook back on up. King has the info. Nova XQF, though, will not be able to do anything with it as they get eliminated down to the blue.
Haseki might just be able to be picked up here. The thing is, though, for Big in this game, the gap between them gets ever larger. And the games tomorrow are going to be so much more difficult, John. This is so stressful for BTR, especially the game that they're currently playing. Like I said, it was salvage on that southeast side, just very rough for them coming through from Quarry. Ryzen trying to ladder up. He started with 8 first aid kits when we last saw him. You wonder how many he's got left, but he wants to try and get a top 4 spot at least. Great sprays coming through from Svan, though.
2 knocks coming through, actually. Solke immediately tries to pop the rest, but they're out in the blue. Not going to be happy with that. Lutz as well goes down, and that's from down the hill. That's from further away. That's Abrupt Slayers keeping on going, and he's going to keep on trucking forward. Svan now behind the rock. First aid being popped there. Solke lost, standing for Futbolist. Do they even know he's down the hill? He shot off some bullets there, and now he goes to the fight. Svan low. Doesn't manage to get that shot down, and Leon nearly ruins 4 Angry Men's day, but they stay alive. 3 of them there. A1 with 1 player out in the blue. Archer Gaming now have to leave their compound finally against 4 Angry Men. It's going to funnel them into the firing line. Haseki and Svan holding down the ridgeline closer. Soon goes down first. Sook takes no damage for it. Another shot over towards Unsu, and a little bit of damage found, but already down into a 2 versus 3. 4 Angry Men playing this exemplary. Oh, goodness me. What a tumble down the hillside. 4 Angry Men. That is how you put points on the board.
Sook just headshot after headshot there.
America's Cosmos and a heavy fire. Fabian, I think that's from school, taking the shots at the Mini 14. 2 players from Secret Jin now go down, and if they want the res, they're going to have to leave Rozhok. They're going to have to send out a 3rd player to come and get them under the watchful.
Oh, towards that, I believe it's 8th spot at the moment.
Something like that. They're Nova XQF currently in for future, depending on if the circle goes to military, which, to be honest, given the circle, most likely will come through. What was that?
That's a nice little headshot coming through from Paraboy.
Nice.
Solus hits the deck. And now maybe Nova XQF can consider moving forward onto Razy and Silas. Ryzen drops out of the vehicle right now, so we'll see what happens there. DP rains through from Razy. Takes down a player from Nova XQF. And there's that fight that I mentioned before between 4AM and Bluebees. 2K in the vehicle. He'll get knocked. Secret Jin, not long for this world.
They don't have too many left standing, but it is Kengzo. It's knocked. Haseki able to take him down. That edge just so sharp.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a crash. That's certainly a crash.
That's a crashing.
That's a crashing. You've taken 2 knocks. Give us your points.
Come here, give us your cars. You've got no fans, you've got no grounds. I'm sure Bluebees do have plenty of fans, us included.
Yeah, us included. We are big Bluebees fans. At the end of the day.
BBBF.
BBBFs.
BBBFs.
Yeah.
Try and get the shots down. Carrillo will get the first knock over towards Gonzo, one of the top players for the squad. Rodini soon to fall, following the IGL. That's not the sort of call you want to be listening to there. Black-White now trying to hold down his teammate, but an aid sees him down to a grave. And the rest of them fall as well. Konina Power eliminated. Loops, beautiful there. Solus spots that on the rotate, gets the immediate flush. RRQ sail on by.
Find themselves a spot in the circle too. With a fair few vehicles on board, going to hide those behind the bank. They do not want the wheels being popped out. Happens because of the rest of his team, providing such good cover towards him to get him to be able to swim back. And if anything, he's basically an insane little bait for the rest of the team. That's Roni gets knocked afterwards. Nova XQF also chiming in on this fight.
We'll get knocked though in the middle. Nova XQF pretty much surrounding Ziol from Zeus as well. They're not having the best of times here on Erangel this time around. Order able to get that flush. Silas gets the flush on Ronin. Rome now around the side of the shack for Futbolist. 2 players alive for them. No kills found. A1 looking to put on the hurt on the eastern side. Not in the circle blank, but out goes the nade. Dante behind the tree. Might get bubbled around, but no, not going to be able to find it just yet. Rome trying to hold it out. Not going to be in the best of spots. That's not going to find it either. The other side of the trunk. Not operating to the best of his abilities just yet, but still has a way to go. Nade back from Dante. One Rome takes a tumble.
Just lovers in now remaining for Futbolist. Rome will be taken down inside the shack here. Darth Dante, there is no mercy coming from this man.
And this is a great day from A1 Blank. They have had such a good run here to jump on up. I mean, they were ahead of Na'Vi at the start of this game, 177. They'll be happy with that. Sinister has been knocked, but they'll have to push through just a little bit further. A1 lose Sinister in the middle, so they're now down to 3, so my point a little bit less important. But Futbolists get eliminated in the center in the meantime.
As do ICY and Zeus, so they are now out of the game there. Novex UF again just holding down his position wonderfully. It's just been their ability to stop playing that edge and play where they can have the most impact in these games. And we saw that a week ago where they were on Miramar and they played Central with just Paraboy and Coolboy.
Blue Bees get eliminated. So do Klas Digital Athletics, I believe. They will both be going down, and actually quite a lot of 4-player squads coming into these final circles. No one on less than 3. Sorry, I take that back. A1 just lost a player. Dante falling, bringing them down to 2. But other than that, everybody else with 3 or more players.
You briefly saw the map on your screen there. Heads down towards the southwest, does the circle. There is a really nice compound still available here. Loops are in shot of it, and they will go for the loops. Lasso most likely would send it into that position. Abrupt Slayers are near there. Aerowolf Limax also sending it for that position. And Na'Vi just flying past archers. Unsu in the circle, the rest of his team not.
Oh, 1 player left for A1 in the zone now. Crashes into a rock. RRQ should have the info, but it's closer to Bigetron than you'd like, certainly, to be in this situation. And a little bit of a dash to go as well ahead of him. No med. Doesn't quite land the damage, but a knock comes through from A1. Ryzen will fall. That's the last player from A1. 400 men now sending in right to the center of the circle, but RRQ deal with that. So will the Abrupt Slayers, so will Na'Vi. Everybody looking their way. Archer on the northwestern side, trying to push through, but Na'Vi stop them dead in their tracks right now. Sung falls, and Na'Vi still with all 4 players alive, looking to continue their northern dominance as that's Archer Gaming eliminated.
Na'Vi gets some nice points through. RRQ looking down towards Loops. Golden is now flushed out. Kaiovsky in the back. Bigetron will take this brief moment of respite to try and get into the circle proper. Novex UF still have a bit of this compound. But in the midst of all that chaos, Aerowolf Limax was in fact the team to take that compound towards the south side. There again, this is a team just looking for those placement points, trying to eke their way into the PMGC finals as best they can. They've been playing very, very safe.
Most kills in the lobby right now, Bigetron, as they rack up 6 total. They're on the eastern side, 3 players alive. Zuxy's dead for them, but the rest of them still live and kicking. G9 gets knocked by Nova XQF, who have had this compound for so long. Blank. They've been doing great work from it, controlling the ground around them. But they might have to finally leave into these next.
Order hits a nice arm shot from along the way. BTR, feel the pain, feel the hurt.
That is one big gun, and you don't want to find yourselves on the other end of it. Spray from Meku, though, up the way. And I have to push down a little bit further. Vehicles now being mounted up for Na'Vi. All 4 of them in separate vehicles. I like to see it. I like to see it. Not all in one. Getting flushed out for Na'Vi on the north side right now. Nova XQF, they'll have to leave their compound. They're moving forwards, parallel to Bigetron. But RRQ are really actually just playing spoiler to everybody who's trying to make something happen in this circle.
Yeah, they have a really nice spot here. They can use the smokes to advantage. They have some impromptu cover in terms of the vehicles that they were able to hold onto earlier. Like I said, they position them behind the walls, make sure that the wheels could not get shot out at the time. BTR, I believe, are now flushed out, and that is them going down in 6th.
They had a lot of kills though, Blank, so it's not the end of the world in terms of those score lines. RRQ try and stop the push from... Ooh! Aerowolf Limax getting pushed on now by Old Boy, by the rest of Na'Vi as well. Matic up the hill, looking for the final. It's just Renalre left standing in that dip there for Aerowolf Limax, but that might just be enough. Matic gets flushed as well by RRQ. Meku now trying to rotate across the way. Aerowolf Limax down on their luck, but Meku wants to send it. Oh, look at that, he's spinning around. Renalre, you need to be careful, you better watch out. decision that he's making right now. Abrupt Slayers not stepping up for the shots. Order falls. D2E able to find it. G9 traded back by Paraboy as Nova XQF get eliminated on their push.
Na'Vi would love to ladder up in terms of rankings here. Aerowolf Limax right on the edge of the circle. It's getting so tough for them. They're going to have to let the players go down. RRQ looking to pick up G9, but it's not meant to be as Maku secures another point.
11 kills for RRQ. A nade might be all it takes here for being in this defilade for so long.
Maku has got to be wary though. Towards his south, players from Aerowolf Limax are creeping his way. Abrupt Slayers, they have spent their time just...
He's dead. He's very dead.
He's very dead.
Abrupt Slayers will have to leave the duo at the back, trying to play spoiler, but RRQ have suppression across the way as the zone finally shifts out for them. Looking to have a strong final entry on the day. RRQ holding out in the fields.
Ronalray, grenade comes over the top. Another one sent in. Looking for a little bit more. Like you said, it's just those nades doing a fair amount of work. Super Una also still alive. Takes down Chari. But Beer 11 spots this out nice and early.
The shack giveth and the shack taketh away blank. Abrupt Slayers, they held out here for so long and have got plenty of points for it, so they'll be very happy with this performance coming through in 12th place, looking to try and challenge out Alpha 7 up in 11th, who aren't playing this weekend. Nade still coming through from an array to keep that pressure down on Abrupt Slayers. Leon falls. Who's going to go down first? That's really what it's all about here, blank. As the Abrupt Slayers will be able to hold it out, clear out their opponents, and now it's just RRQ with everything in hand and nothing can go away from them. Heaven tries to cross the road but will be denied, sent straight back to hell, and RRQ take the chicken dinner for the final time today.